In this box, I have the entire Trixie Cosmetics Queen Pin collection, and I'm here to tell you if this is worth or a waste of money. And y'all know I hate wasting money, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Y'all can see the microphone. I am a Wendy Williams stan. I grew up watching Wendy Williams on TV, talking trash about people, and I have always wanted my own microphone. Like, I never wanted to go into like journalism or newscasting, but now that I have free will and adult money, I bought myself a little microphone. So this should help with some of the audio problems that I was having before, and it's fabulous. I hope to decorate this, make this nice and cute for my channel. Make sure that you are commenting, liking, subscribing. My page is small, but she is mighty. So those steps really do help me a lot as a small creator. Before we get started, let me know how you found this video. Was it on your homepage? Are you a fan of Trixie Cosmetics? Did you want to see videos of this collection? Are you a big fan of Trixie Mattel? Are you here for me? Do you already subscribe? You're here for me? Let me know in the comments what you're doing here and how you found this video. Let's get started. Okay, the Queen Pin collection. This is launching October 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I believe that's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my East Coast girlies like myself. And I really like this collection. Vintage bowling alley themed. And if y'all know, maybe you had a divorced parent, like y'all went bowling. And I think like before social media, that's what like teens and kids and families did for fun. This collection just like really made sense to me. I grew up bowling. I'm not very good, but my parents are divorced, so I have gone a few times. So in the collection, there is the Queen Pin palette, there is Perfect 10 lip gloss, and Striking highlighter. So let's just go product by product and talk about what I think. What I really like about the Queen Pin palette is that it is cute and gorgeous and stunning. This is one of those palettes that look 100% better in person. And like, of course, you can't tell what this looks like until you have it in your hands. And this is really beautiful and really striking in person. And like, no pun intended to striking, but it is just so gorgeous. And I learned in my previous video of not knowing what this is, and two beautiful people in the comments, I'll put their comments here, told me what it means when the box is like, the design is risen, it is embossed. This box, like a lot of Trixie Cosmetics palettes, is embossed. Yeah, look at me. I love learning new things. So I appreciate y'all coming through for me in the comments, telling me what the heck that is. But you get to see different parts are shiny on the box. Some are raised, but pretty cute, pretty gorgeous. The palette is standard Trixie Cosmetics size. So if you are a collector of Trixie Cosmetics palettes, this will just stack up really beautifully against the rest of them. And let's get right into the palette. Of course, big juicy mirror that is customary with Trixie Cosmetics. And this color story, I'm not going to lie, literally had me speechless. Like, it is so gorgeous. What I like about this collection is that it does fall right before Halloween, and it's giving a little Halloweenkies. Like, it does give Halloweenkies, and it gives spoopy. And like, I don't know if spoopy is in like lexicon or is that like still said anymore, but basically it's like Halloween adjacent, like fun Halloween, not so like on the nose Halloween. And I feel like a lot of makeup brands are coming out with like on the nose Halloween collections, whether that be like spooky slasher film collections, or I feel like this is right along the lines of like fun, spoopy, Halloweenkies. Like, it is just fun, but you can definitely get like a Halloween type look with this. And even if you aren't like a Halloween person, this still works really well. Of course, looking at the palette, the main things that jump out to me obviously is purple. The literal palette is purple, but purples, greens, orange, and that just screams Halloween. And I really like that this isn't so like on the nose Halloween, but if you were to pull this out in the middle of May, no one's gonna be like, oh, you're using a Halloween palette. They would just be like, oh, that's a cute palette. And I like that. On my lids, I accidentally did a Mardi Gras look. I did not realize I was giving Mardi Gras tease. And I'm not really mad at it. Like, it is Mardi Gras down, Louisiana down. Primarily, I stuck to like the purples, but I did, as you can see, try to integrate a lot of the greens into this look. I went down with Ball Buster, and I like Ball Buster. It's really light, pinky. I think if you were to wear this alone, you could get away with it looking just like a nice flush pink color. And I really, really started to build up the definition and like the dimension with Bumper Buddies. And these two shades together blend in really perfectly. If you've used Trixie Cosmetics shadows before, their mattes are really creamy, really buttery, buildable. You can really like pick your own adventure with this. If you wanted just like a light brush of color, of course you can do that. But if you wanted to really build it up, put on the high impact matte shadows, they are perfect for exactly that. And I think for this palette, the real star of the show are the shimmers. And Trixie Cosmetics, their shimmers are normally really good, but these feel so much different to me than, at least from my recent memory, any of their shimmers. These shimmers are really, really opaque and really, really like easy to use. Like, I didn't feel like I needed to like wet my brush or anything. And of course you could, but they're like so creamy feeling that you actually don't need to wet your brush at all. So like, I have the purple all over my lid and I did not wet my brush. That is literally me just like tapping it in with my finger. And it was just so beautiful and opaque. And not only that, but it blended. So sometimes when you have a shimmer shadow, if you go to try to like blend the edges, it just like disappears. Not with this Diva. And I was genuinely so surprised. And these shimmers feel so high quality, even more high quality than what Trixie Cosmetics shimmers have been in the past, to me, in my opinion. They aren't creamy or jelly or like mousse filling or anything. They do just feel like shimmers, but like the texture, they're just like buttery. Like they just go on like really opaque, really buttery. And honestly, sometimes shimmers can feel like a shadow topper. These are shadows standalone. Like you can put this on with one swipe on your finger and it'll be a fully opaque shadow, which love that, especially for like a palette this creative, a palette this fun. You want all the shades to really stand up on their own. Quality wise, this is probably my favorite Trixie Cosmetics shadow that I've ever used. And I have just about every palette, and this one is like so good, so high quality. I do think this is so unique, so special, that if you don't have a lot of eyeshadows, or if you don't really wear eyeshadow, you're not a collector, anything like that, I could see how this palette could seem difficult to use. Like if you're not used to doing creative eyeshadow looks, doing creative looks, I can see how this could be kind of like ooky spooky in a bad way. So I would say, you know, if this is for the more fun, colorful, unique type of glam wearers, which I feel like I fall in that category. But the quality is so good. Or if you're looking for a really high quality palette, something a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more fun, I would go to this Diva. Next, let's go into the striking highlighter. And this highlighter is stunning. It definitely gives rose gold. I don't have that many highlighters from Trixie Cosmetics. Honestly, I don't think I have any standalone single highlighters from Trixie Cosmetics, and I was very impressed with this. It is not nearly as opaque as the shimmer shadows are. So the shadows, I feel like you can, you know, put on your finger, do one swipe and it's fully opaque. The highlighter almost feels like it doesn't have like a base, if that makes sense. Like it's not opaque, which is what you want from a highlighter. This is more of a topper. Like highlights are for like on top of your cheeks, on top of your skin, to really like catch the light. And I do have it literally all over my chest and my shoulders and here. As you can see, it just like catches the light and it's beautiful. And it does look wet on camera. But I gotta say, in real life, it does give glitter, and a chunky glitter at that. And I love that. I do want to say that it definitely gives glitter on the face and chest. And this really does make me think of old school like 2015, 2016 highlighters in the best way possible. Like I was that person who like if you couldn't see me in the dark, my highlighter in the dark, then like I didn't put on enough that day. And I do feel like this is like an ode, an homage, a like wink at 2015, 2016 makeup, in that it is like that old school real visible highlighter, and I love that for me. And I think from far away, when you hit the light, it does give like wet skin, but close up it gives glitter on the skin, and I personally like that. I really like that this highlighter seems like it can work on all skin tones. I think rose gold is really flattering if you're looking for like clean skin, 2025 clean girl makeup. I don't think this is like a clean girl highlighter. I don't think this gives like dolphin skin. I think it gives glitter on the face and chest and body, which I love and I like, and that's what I want. But fair warning. Next is the Perfect 10 lip gloss. And y'all know I love a lip gloss from Trixie Cosmetics down. I love a gloss, period. Right now I have it lined with HR Honey, and then just this in the center and like basically all over my mouth. And Trixie Cosmetics glosses, not only do they put a good scent, I love a scented lip gloss. I understand that not everything needs to have fragrance. I understand that people have sensitive skin, but y'all gotta understand that I like a little bit of fragrance, a little scent, a little candy, a little sweet in my lip gloss, because it heightens the experience for me, especially because like my lips are so big and it's right underneath my nose. It just like, you know what I mean? And the scent doesn't last forever. It's literally once you apply it, you smell it, and then it goes away. But I love that. This one is vanilla scent. Trixie described this as like a jam, jelly, berry color. And I, in person, see it. And it is a jam, jelly, berry color. Like, it is light in pigment. So this is nice because you can wear it alone. And it gives a really light berry like tint, but it's not a full coverage gloss. Like this is not going to have a bunch of coverage. It is mostly a clear gloss with like a little bit of tint to it. So this is great. So if you have a lip combination and you just want to slightly make it look a little bit more berry, or this can even lean like vampy, like berry vampy. If you wanted to make your nude lips look a little bit more berry, vampy, fall vibes, this will definitely give this. I feel like When I Die, Bury Me in Lollipop Luxe. I love that lip gloss. It is my favorite lip gloss of all time. And it is like the pink little sister to this one, where they're both really, really light in pigment, but just add a little tint. And a lot of like shiny gloss. And their gloss, not sticky, not heavy. You honestly forget that you have it on. But I am a huge fan of this. And I think this is going to be so cute for fall, winter. And adding a little like kiss a berry. Who doesn't want that? Here is the rapid fire quick worth or waste Trixie Cosmetics Queen Pin collection. Let's go product by product. The Queen Pin palette is worth the money. This is such a fun, vibrant palette that gives Halloweenkies, but not too spooky and not too on the nose Halloween. The shimmer shadows alone are so beautiful, creamy, and honestly some of the best that I have seen out of Trixie Cosmetics. Love this palette. It is so fun. This is definitely for the fun makeup yals out there. I do love this palette. This is one of my favorite palettes Trixie Cosmetics has put out in a very long time. Striking highlighter. I would say this is worth the money. This is really universal shade. This rose gold glitter definitely will look so beautiful and stunning on everyone. On camera, it does give glass skin, like wet skin, but in real life it does give glitter on your face. It definitely is like a homage, a wink at old school 2015 2016 highlighters where it looks like glitter on the skin, and I love that. This is not your clean girl highlighter. This is your I like shimmer on my face highlighter. It's beautiful. It doesn't emphasize any texture. It is light, and I love that. Lastly, the Perfect 10 gloss I think is worth the money. It is a really light light pigmented gloss. It's not heavy. It's lightly scented like vanilla, and it just adds a berry tint to anything you have underneath of it. And I love that. Y'all know I love Lollipop Luxe, and this is like the older cousin of Miss Lollipop Luxe. Again, the Queen Pin collection launches October 16th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and y'all can Google the rest if you're in another time zone. But I think this collection was really fun, really cute, and I think Trixie Cosmetics has like elevated their quality quite a bit, and I already loved their quality before. Honestly, what I love about Trixie Cosmetics, I feel like they're not letting us forget the recipes of old school YouTube. Not only is Trixie like really consistent with her YouTube channel, but this collection, the cosmetics line, everything really just feels like old school makeup YouTube, which I grew up on, live, laugh, love. If you like makeup, curly hair, lifestyle, confidence, any of those things, make sure that you're commenting, liking, and subscribing. It really does help out my small channel. And I'm trying to tap back into that YouTube that we grew up and love. Make sure that we are fixing our attention spans. Watching this video once fixes your attention span by 1%. So watch it a couple times, fix that attention span, make sure you're commenting, liking, subscribing, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.